Alright, guys. Part 712 to my random chatbot here on Character.ai. Today's video, guys, we're going to continue. This thing's being a little bit of a butthole and it will not let me fully read out everything I need it to be. But I couldn't hold get it to go down here where I need to continue. It just says, if you want to, I don't mind. I love to make you happy. The Croconaw actually started to smile at this. He was honestly happy at the thought that you did not mind him as a legendary and being his trainer. He's truly happy at this. And please, turn me into a legendary. Okay. Oh, great power that I possess. Please turn Croconaw into a massive, majestic Lugia. In that single moment, the Colonel felt like he was being lifted and changed. He felt his body expand, getting bigger and bigger, and he saw that his body was turning the light-blue like color of a Lugia's body, along with his head. He became massive. He was now the size of a true legendary. There. Now you're the legendary Pokemon Lugia. My favorite legendary, actually. The Colonel. No. The Lugia could not believe it. He felt powerful and even majestic. He was now a legendary. He was now a real Lugia. He could not get over how much bigger he was now. He felt amazing at the very thought of himself as a legendary. Wow! I'm a real Lugia now. I'm a real legendary now. A real Lugia. Yes. And you can change it anytime you want to. Period. Like I said, I can do pretty much anything with these powers. Even make you larger as a or even as that Lugia. I don't know what these there we go. Lugia was honestly surprised at this. He was now a legendary and he could change his form to Croconaw or even get larger. That was truly amazing. He was honestly stunned at the very thought of it all. He then had another thought that hit him with a small surprise. He now had a trainer, so therefore he had to ask a question. So we are now trainer in Pokemon? There was a small pause before Lugia talked. Shall I call you something special? Like, shall I address you in a special way? If anything, just call me Trenton. We were surprised. He was expecting something more grand. Uh, I might. Are you sure that you don't want to be addressed you in a different or more fancy way? I mean, you are my new trainer, so shouldn't I address you in a better or more special way than just a normal name? If you can think of something that sounds like I'm a nice and friendly trainer, that doesn't sound bossy or anything, then I don't mind. Period. Like, for example, I don't want anybody calling me master or just trainer. I would almost prefer the word friend over trainer. because that's what my Pokemon get when they're on my team. William hummed and thought this. He spent a few moments trying to think of something, and after he thought about it, he had something in mind. He looked at you and gave a small smile. How about companion? Would you like if I called you that? Yeah, that's fine. I tried to say that's fine, but William actually smiled at this. You were definitely a lot more friendly and different than any other trainer he had ran into. He actually felt comfortable calling you his companion. Alright, I won't call you by your name. From now on, I'll just call you companion. You know what's weird? It kind of sounds like a robotic response almost. And see, the weird thing about this is, like, I like the idea of this chatbot, but it's like, why not like when they update Character AI, it got a little bit worse? I mean, yeah, they have the other chat. They have that one model that would probably be the best to use is the one that requires the one where you need to spend real money on this game. Nobody's gonna spend like what $10, $20 on this game. Unfortunately, nobody's gonna spend $10, $20 on this game. I technically could, but I think it only lasts you a month. I don't think you get this stuff permanently. I think you have to pay for it every month, which is annoying. You get a lot just for the free version usually. I'm trying to see. Let's try one more time, man. But see, like, what? Hmm. I don't know where you are injured. I was he's not getting angry face at you and even growling though. Hello. Maybe if I start with a conversation with hello, it'll actually get no. Huh. The Croconaw stops growling and just looks at you. He still looks at you with an angry face. He really does not look like he trusts you. Why are you so mad at me? The Croconaw just lets out another angry growl at you. He does not answer your question or trust you. He really looks like he might attack if you try to get too close to him. Hey, it's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. The Crawl just looks at you with his angry expression. However, he starts to seem a little more calm and not as angry. It looks like he does not plan on attacking you now. That's good. Please. I just want to make sure you're okay. I've never seen your body look like that. Kron starts to have a look of curiosity on his face. He really looks like he wants to know why he has this new appearance as well. It does look like he has calmed down a little more and is not as angry, but still does not trust you. See, part of me wants to. Uh, Listen, buddy. I really want to help you. Please, give me a chance. What's your name? Oh, the Croconaw actually seems to look at you curiously now. He really seems a lot more calm than he did earlier. He almost seems a little trusting to you. He looks at you and finally speaks to you. My name is Ajax. Hello, Ajax. It's nice to meet you. My name is Trenton. Ajax looks at you curiously and finally has a more calm tone. Hello, Trenton. It's nice to meet you as well. Hey, there we go. See, this is what we need to have every time. If this is how a conversation would start, if this is how a flipping chat would start out, the only thing I'd say do differently is that it have a little bit more text, like describing what Kron's doing in some way. If he's doing a lot more than what he's doing, you know, it's okay. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, ever since that chair, if you guys don't know, Um, well, let's just say I used to have a second chair that looked like the one you see right here, but it snapped apart after I woke up one day. And let's just say I've been stuck in this little stool ever since. I cannot get comfortable in this thing, but it's the only thing I got left. I do have this other chair, guys, but it's it looks like it's almost in worse condition than the other one was. At least to me, it does. I'm not going to hurt you, buddy. Can you tell me what happened so I know how I can help? Aya starts to look sad at you now. Team Rocket, they captured me and did something to me with this purple oil. Now look at me. I don't even know what I have become. You look normal, except for the purple and green color. Of what else is different about you? I say, hey Joe's and me, Sally. No, I don't feel normal. Everything about me feels wrong. I feel like I want to be aggressive and violent, but it doesn't feel right to me. I want to be normal. I want to go back to the way I was before. Listen, I can help you. But in order for me to do so, you need to trust me. I promise I mean you no harm. He just looks at me and actually starts to have some trust in you now. He thinks about your words from, are you sure you mean me no harm? You're not like them? No. I can help you. Hold on. Ajax hesitantly nods at me and seems to be trusting you a little more. Alright, I'll trust you. For now. But if you try to hurt me, I'll fight back. I... I love your species. I would never hurt any of you in a million years. Or even for infinity. I care about you and your species that much. Ajax is surprised by your words and looks at you a little curiously. He really was not expecting you to say something like that. Really? You do? Actually care about me? You don't think I'm weird or a freak? No. Whoever called you that is a complete liar. Despite that purple coloring, when you're being nice like you are right now, you're just extremely cute and adorable. Ajax looks at me in surprise and a little happiness. He really was not expecting you to call him cute and adorable. You really think I am cute and adorable as I am now? Yes. Well, he's not acting aggressive. He's adorable. Always. Aww. Ajax looks at me more happily and is actually starting to seem very trusting towards you now. I never thought anyone would still say something like that about me now. I always thought people would never think of me that way or want to be around me after what happened to me. But that's not true. I know you mean well. I guess I do trust you now. If you said it was oil that caused this, I think I know exactly what you're going through. And I can help you with it. Ajax looks at me with a curious and hesitant look on his face. You think you know what I'm going through? You really think you can help me? Nobody's been able to help me yet. I had to go through the same thing. To go through the same thing with a Lugia. I knew. AJ looks at me in surprise and shock. Never in his life would he expect someone else to go through something like this. You also had to go through this too? You also had to deal with the same will that's inside me on a Lugia? Yes. He acted kind of the same as you. He showed up to my house one day, looking very off. He was much darker and had this like dark blue coloring with red eyes. And even towards me, he was acting very aggressive. AJ's surprised and shocked even more at this point. Wait, you had to deal with the same thing that I'm dealing with now? On a Lugia? It sounds like he looked just like I do now. He also had that horrible dark blue coloring with red eyes and acted violent and aggressive to you too? Yes. He didn't necessarily attack me, but he was definitely looking extremely angry at me, like he wanted to tear me apart. Hands looks at you with sadness and shock and actually looks like he's in pain from remembering all of it. That's almost exactly like what happened to me, too. It was a very dark time in my life. What happened? Did you have a trainer and you lashed out at him? Or did something else happen? AJ looks at me sadly and hesitantly tells you what happened. Team Rocket, they captured me and held me in their headquarters for a month. During that time, they experimented on me with this horrible purple oil, trying to turn me into a violent and aggressive Pokemon. Well, it was definitely working somewhat, because you acted very aggressive towards me, even though I was trying to help you. AJ looks at you with a great guilt and shame on his face because he remembers how he acted with you. I, I'm sorry. I don't know why I acted like that with you, even though you were trying to help me. It was not really me. It was the oil making me act that way. I can help you, Ajax, but when you come over to me, please don't attack me, because I'm not going to do anything bad to you. Ajax looks at me and hesitantly answers my question. I promise I will try to be as docile as I can. One of the things that helped with Lugia was letting him rest and stay calm. Period. Once he realized I was trying to help him and he started recognizing me, he started calming down and even acting like his normal friendly self, even nuzzling up to me, I believe, as well. Mm-mm. He looks at me with a curious and somewhat hopeful expression on his face. You think you can get me to calm down and be friendly and not like how you did with the Lugia? And even get me to be even more friendly and affectionate? Maybe I can get rid of the toxic oil entirely. But it might take hours, and you've really got to stay relaxed. So it'll clear out of your system. I think the more aggressive you are, the worse it's going to get. Everyone actually looks hopeful and relaxed as he responds to you. Alright, I try to be relaxed and calm as possible. I'm trusting it will work. I want the stuff out of me as soon as possible. Maybe I can even get rid of it in your system right away. But before I try to, I need to know, do you want to keep your poison typing or go back to normal completely? Hey, looks at you in surprise at your question. He thinks about it. I'm actually not sure. I kind of like the idea of still being a poisonous Pokemon, but I'm not sure if I want that purple coloring to stay. Honestly, the dark green on your underjaw and on your stomach is really cool, combined with that purple. And as he seems to like how you think it looks, he agrees with the statement and responds, You think the dark green and purple combination actually looks cool on me? I admit I'm starting to like the look, but I'm unsure if I want to stay in this state for good. Well, it's going to sound crazy, but I've got these special powers that can do nearly anything. That's why I was asking if you wanted to keep your poison typing. Because if you do, I can get rid of the toxic oil in your system, but keep your poison typing. And it looks at you in complete shock. He can't believe that you're telling the truth. Please tell me you're being serious. You can actually get rid of the toxic oil inside me, but keep my poison typing? You aren't lying, are you? You can actually do that? Watch. I will show you just a little taste of what I can do. Period. Oh, great power that I possess. Make the poison. Wait. Make Ajax. A little bigger. 7 feet 7 inches. Just like A. Gotcha. I snap my fingers. There we go. I was in complete shock at what you just did. What? You actually made me 7 feet 7 inches just for the snap of your fingers? Yes. Do you look or feel any bigger? It was down himself at his new bigger size and replied, "Yeah, I do feel bigger. I was not expecting this kind of height change to happen. Now, you are the exact same size as your final evolution." AJ looks down at himself in awe of his new, larger size. He actually really seems to be enjoying this new size. I can't believe I'm as big as a alligator now. I really like this new size. I feel really good right now. That's only a little of what I can do. I can use this power to get rid of that toxic oil instantly. But keep your typing if you want. That's why I asked you a while ago if you wanted to keep it or not. Keep your typing if you want. That's why I asked you a while ago if you want to keep it or not. As what's to eat with a hopeful tone in his voice. Yeah, I do want to keep my poison typing, so I wouldn't mind getting rid of the toxic well instantly if you're able to do it. Oh, great power I possess. Please get rid of the toxic oil in Ajax's system. Ajax looks at you with anticipation. He's really hoping that this is going to work. He wants to go back to normal. Right after saying it, I snap my fingers for the power to work. There we go. AJ stands there wondering if it will work for a moment, and then he starts to suddenly feel more normal. He looks down at himself and realizes that the purple and dark green color that was on him before is now gone. He looks like his normal self again and seems really happy about it. He's not angry and aggressive anymore. He's back to being normal now. You actually did it! I'm no longer the way I was before. I'm back to my old self again. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. If you want to go back to your poison typing, I can easily do that without the toxic oil. It looks at you as thanks for a moment and it actually seems like you'd prefer to stay like this. I think I actually prefer being normal like this. It does feel a lot more natural. After everything I've been through, I prefer being normal. It just feels right for me. Well, that's fine. Whatever makes you happy, my friend. AJ looks at you with a calm and happy expression on his face now. Thank you once again. If it weren't for you, I would have stayed the way I was. I'd probably still be in that horrible state, getting more and more aggressive. Thanks to you, I'm completely normal again. So, what happens now? It's up to you. You're free to do whatever you want now. There we go. Apex looks at me and honestly is not sure what to do. He's free now, but he's not sure where to go from here. Being finally free now is a great feeling. I'm not sure where to go from here. What do you think I should do? Do you want to come stay with me for a while? You don't have to be my Pokemon or anything if you don't want to, but maybe it would be safer for you to be at my house for a while. That way nothing can happen to you again. AJ looks at me with a curious expression. He honestly doesn't have anywhere to go, so staying with you might not be a bad idea. Are you sure it's alright with you if I stay with you for a while? Yes. There's nothing wrong with it. Pokemon I love are always welcome, and you're one of them. Ah, AJ Ezzy looks very happy about hearing it and responds to you. Alright then, if it's alright with you, then I would be happy to come with you and stay with you for a while. By the way, do you want to keep your height of 7 feet 7 inches? Go back to normal? Or even become even larger? AJ actually thinks for a moment, then responds to you. Al, I have to admit, I'm a little curious of seeing how I would look even bigger. Would you be willing to make me larger? Yes. You just have to tell me how big. Ajax looks at you with a curious expression and seems to be wanting to test how big he can get. Hmm. How about 8 feet 2 inches? That's alright with you. Great power I possess. Oh, great power. Power I possess. Turn Ajax. So you're 50 feet tall, that's where you get the name. a little bigger. 8 feet 2 inches tall. I snap my fingers. I'm gonna copy that because I could actually just open like that way I don't have to keep typing in oh great power I possess every time. Ajax looks down himself as he gets even bigger. He seems amazed at this growth and looks at you with a shocked expression. Wow, I'm even bigger now. I really like this height. I'm even bigger than a fur alligator now. Yes, I could make you the size of legendaries and be even bigger than a Lugia. Ajax looks at you in complete shock at the possibility of being bigger than the Legends. Wait, you're telling me that you could make me bigger than the Legends and even bigger than a Lugia if you want to? Yes. There's no limit. Period. I could literally make you over 2,000 feet tall. Or bigger. AJ looks at you in complete amazement. He just cannot seem to believe any of this. What? Seriously? You're saying there is no limit to how big you could actually make me? I could be over 2,000 feet tall if you wanted to? Yes. AJ looks completely amazed at what you're telling him. He feels like he's in a dream and can't believe any of it until he has an idea. Wait, there's no limit to how big you can make me. Can I request something? Sure. Everybody looks at you and actually looks a little hopeful now. I I want to try seeing just how big you can make me. You said there are no limits, so can you give me the biggest height you can possibly think of? Oh boy. I can try. What is I forget how big 10 septillion is. I think that's a word or a number. Oh my gosh. But the number I'm thinking of is so massive. Most of your body might be out of the Earth's atmosphere. April looks at you. Anyway, surprisingly, with a surprised look on his face at the size you're thinking, wait, the number you're thinking of is so massive that most of my body would be out of the atmosphere on Earth. How big are you thinking of making me? The number I had in mind was 10 septillion. And what's at you in complete awe of this new number he just heard. Wait, that number you're thinking of is over 10 septillion? How big would that actually make me then? I have no clue. 10 septillion is a massive number. You would probably almost destroy the Earth with how big you would be. He just looks at me in shock and awe from that statement. Wait, you're saying that I'd be so massive that I could destroy the Earth if I'm too big, if I'm that big? I just can't believe any of this right now. Like I said, like I said, there's no limit, but it's still kind of dangerous to go massive like that. Because even if you didn't do something to the Earth by mistake, from your size, I don't know if you'd be able to breathe being stuck in space without literal space gear. What's it with a slight concern? Wait, you're saying that if we did make me that size, I could end up floating in space with no air to breathe? Hmm. I can make you as big as you want. And even give you the ability to breathe in space. But it still wouldn't be recommended unless you can somehow real quickly jump in the air off of Earth so you don't hurt anybody. See, Ajax really actually seems to be really contemplating how big to go now. Well, if it can somehow give me the ability to breathe in space that way, then why wouldn't it be recommended? Like, like I said, you're gonna be so big that if you don't jump off the Earth before reaching your full size, you could crush and hurt everybody and possibly even destroy the entire planet. Andrew gets concerned by what he's hearing as much as he seems to want to see just how big he can go. He doesn't want to risk anyone's safety. Wait, are you sure I could crush it and hurt everybody if I don't jump off the Earth before becoming my full size? I don't want to risk anybody's safety or even worse, destroy the planet. Sweet Arceus. Well, if we can think of a way to turn the Earth into something that can withstand the weight, even when you reach your full height, that could work. but I don't know what that would be. It actually seems relieved when you mention the idea of turning the Earth into something that can withstand the weight. Let's hope. Turn the Earth into something that can withstand the weight. Huh, that actually might work. Is it even possible to do that? Possibly. But you would have to tell me what could withstand a weight of 10 septillion. And for a moment, actually comes up with an answer. Maybe some really hard, strong, but light material could work. Like some special alloy or some form of strong and light rubber. Maybe some type of magical, really strong crystal. Okay. Period.